Good morning. Welcome to the class of Advanced Financial Management for the students of BBA 5th semester. The session number is 32. Today I am going to discuss simple problems based on approach of capital structure theories. Last class we discussed about approach of capital structure theories, its proportions and criticisms. The learning objectives of this session is to provide an understanding of the Modigliani-Miller model of capital structure theory and able to solve the problems for decision-making process. The session outcome is, as a student, you will be able to compute the value of the firm using Modigliani-Miller theory. Let us see the problems here. Problem number 1. A company is considering a business in which the expected weighted average cost of capital is 10%, keeping in view the associated business risk. It has option to incorporate in country A, which has no taxes, or in country B, which has 20% corporate taxes if the company's cost of debt is 6%. In both countries, find out its cost of equity in both countries at the following debt to equity ratio levels. A is 0, B is 1 and C is 2. Let us see the solution. In country A, the situation is there is no taxes. So we can use the cost of equity function as follows according to proposition 2 of the Modigliani-Miller's theory. Cost of equity at the rate of debt equity levels of 0, 10% plus 10% minus cost of debt deducted with cost of debt 6% multiplied with 0 level 10%. Next, B condition, cost of equity equal to at the level of 1, 10% plus 10% minus cost of debt deducted with cost of debt 6% multiplied with the level of 1, 14%. C condition, cost of equity equal to debt equity level of 2, 10% plus 10% minus the cost of debt is 6% multiplied with the level of 2 that equal to 18%. Here 50% combination of debt and equity proportions, 14% we got. The debt equity level of 1 is nothing but 50% debt component, 50% equity component. Here we can demonstrate that the weighted average cost of capital at all level of debt equity ratio is 10%. Then the overall cost of capital can be calculated 50% of debt component multiplied with cost of debt plus 50% of the equity component multiplied with the cost of equity 14% is the in the second case that equal to 10% is overall cost of capital. Next, in country B, the taxes are there. Here 20% tax rate is there. In the first condition, cost of equity at the rate of debt equity level of 0, 10% plus 10% minus 6% cost of debt multiplied with the tax rate multiplied with 0 level 10% we got as in the country A. In the second case, cost of equity at the level of debt equity 1 equal to 10% plus 10% minus cost of debt 6% multiplied with tax rate with the level of 1, 13.2 we got. Next, C, cost of equity equal to debt equity level of to 10% plus 10 minus 6% cost of debt multiply with the tax rate is 20% multiplied with the level of debt equity is 16.2%. The consequences of this the pronounced increase in cost of equity is that weighted average cost of capital decreased with increase in debt to equity ratio. The interpretation is as the debt equity ratio is increased, the weighted average cost of capital or overall cost of capital will be decreased. Theoretically, the value all is maximized for an all debt company. However, the existence of some other factors such as probability of bankruptcy, etc., causes the cost of debt to increase such that the value of company is maximized at some intermediate point. Let us see another problem. Company A and B are two similar businesses with similar business risks. Company A is unlevered whereas company B is levered with the 2 lakh rupees debentures at the rate of coupon 5% interest rate. Both the companies earn 50,000 before tax income. The after tax capitalization rate is 10% and the corporate tax rate is 40%. Calculate the market value of two firms. Here, the problem can be solved in the tabular form. We have to arrange all the variables, all the particulars one by one. In the case of firm A, in the case of firm B, first the net operating income has given for the two firms 50,000. Interest on debentures. In the case of firm A, there is no debt component. That's why there is no interest. Firm B has a debt component as it is interest is calculated 2 lakh rupees multiplied with 5%, 10,000 rupees. Profit before taxes is we can calculate 50,000 minus nil 50,000, 50,000 minus 10,000 40,000, and tax rate is 40%. Out of 50,000 tax is 40%, 20,000. Out of 40,000 tax is 16,000. Profit after tax is 50,000 minus 20,000, 30,000. 40,000 minus 16,000, 24,000. After tax capitalization rate is for both companies 10%. Total market value of the equity is 30,000. Here in the firm A, there is no debt component. 30,000 divided by 0.10, we will get the answer. Total market value 3 lakh rupees. In the case of firm B, profit after tax is 24,000 divided by the capitalization rate is 10%, 0.10, we will get 2,40,000. Market value of debt is in the case of firm A, there is no debt component. That's why we will get total value is 3 lakh rupees. In the case of firm B, here debt component is there 2 lakh rupees, equity 2,40,000, debt 2 lakh, total is 4,40,000. Let us see the another problem. This is the problem is arbitrage process. Based on the company's situation, two companies situation, an investor make the strategy to get the profit out of this present condition of the two firms' performance. Here, let us see the problem. The following is the data regarding two companies A and B belonging to the same equivalent risk classes. Number of ordinary shares are for A company 1 lakh, B company 1,50,000. Debentures at the rate of 8% coupon rate. For A company 50,000. For B company there is no debt component. Market price per share is 1 rupee 30 paise for A company. For B company 1 rupee. Profit before interest is for both companies 20,000. All profits after paying debenture interest are distributed as dividend. How under MM approach? An investor holding 10% of shares in company A will be better off in switching holding to company B. As investors has hold up of the 10% of shares of company A, he wanted to sell the company A shares, and he wanted to invest the same money into company B. What is the better off condition? What is the advantage condition of the investor based on this arbitrage process? Let us see the solution. Once the investor sells 10% shares from company A, the 10% shares is 1 lakh out of 10%. 1 lakh shares are total. 10% shares equal to 10,000 shares. Amount after selling shares is he got 1 rupee 30 paise multiplied with 10,000 shares, 13,000. Amount of loan to be taken. He can take the amount from outside 50,000 out 50,000 on 50,000 10%. Like this, he has to pay 5. He will get 5,000 rupees. This total amount available for making investment is 18,000 is available. Amount is invested in company B. This amount will be invested in company B. Number of shares purchase of B company at the rate of 1 rupee per share, that is 18,000. Proportion of shares in company B 18,000. By investing 18,000, he will be able to hold up the 12% of the shares from company B. Present income of company A is profit before interest of the company is 20,000. Debenture interest is 8%, 4,000. Debenture interest, the debt component is there, that's why the interest is 4,000. After deducting interest, profit after interest 16,000. This is a cash flow. Next, based on this situation, the investor got the share profit on company A 10%. Having holding of the 10% of shares, he got 1600. That is a 10% of shares he is having. That's why 10% of 16,000, he got 1600. Present income while switching to company B, profit before interest of the company. The company situation is like this: 20,000. Debenture, there is no debt component in company B. That's why profit after interest also 20,000. Share profit on company B, 12% shares. The investor is having 12% shares out of total shares. Means here 2,400 rupees. Interest on loan 8%. He has to pay interest at 8% on 5,000 rupees. That amount to be deducted 400. The profit after interest, the amount is remaining 2,000 rupees. Here, based on this arbitrage process, the investor is able to get the advantage of 400 rupees from switching to company A to company B. So, hence the investor is in the better position in switching the investment amount from company A to company B. The profitability has increased by 400 rupees. Thank you.